Hey, my beautiful angel. It's Josie Grouse, and welcome to Soul Awakening channel. Now, in this video, I want to share with you three spiritual principles of prosperity, because it's Monday, and every Monday is a Money Monday. I'm sharing with you tips from angels on how you can create a blessed, miraculous, prosperous life. Now, there are spiritual principles, and when I work with people, I explain to them this spiritual side of reality. Now, you can have all the skills, you can have all the education and diplomas and certificates, but what if money is not flowing? Where is the problem? The world is telling you one thing about money and prosperity, but we live in the world where you can use the spiritual principles, understand how they work, and create enormous prosperity. This has been my experience, and I'm so blessed in my life. I do the work that I love. I share my own gifts and talents with people, and I feel every day intense gratitude. So let me share with you what I have learned, these three spiritual principles that I took very seriously, and I understood how the universe works. Number one, the law of oneness. The law of oneness. When it comes to everything, prosperity, happiness, joy, these are all qualities of our human experience, right? That's what we want to see ourselves. We want to dream us living the life that we want on our own terms, having the freedom to do the meaningful work, and also share our joy with the family, with friends, with just people around us. So, the law of oneness, when you understand that you are one with the universal consciousness, when you are one with God, when I work with angels, they teach me about God. I grew up Catholic, so my idea about God needed to be developed, and I've experienced that on my own. When angels show up for us, their names literally mean the actions of God. So they teach us about God. These are all spiritual principles, and we learn so much from them. So God does all these things, such as Raphael. The name Raphael tells us God heals. These are all actions of God. And when we, in our struggles, financial struggles, think that we have to do everything our own, we have to struggle, and it's our responsibility 100%. We have to persist. We have to get all the right education. We have to create our, financial plans and pension plans. They're all aspects of the mind. They're important, by the way. They are important, but there's also spiritual principle of oneness. When you collaborate with the divine, when you and God work together, which means you don't have to struggle alone. You don't even have to struggle at all. When you have the understanding that you are part of the greater reality, this is one consciousness, one life, one energy. We are all part of one, me and you. We are like surface, like the ocean. We are waves in the surface of the ocean, but we are part of the grander consciousness. When you change that thinking and you understand, I am a co-creator with God, phew, then the burden is gone. Then spiritual principles begin to lift you up and carry you to the abundance that you desire. Simply work together with God. Share your energy, your heart with that divine consciousness. Explain to God. Tell the universe about your desires, whether they are for material, maybe for your business to grow, or maybe some other thing that you truly want. But remember, you are not doing it alone. The moment you say, I'll do it alone, that's the ego. That's your ego separate self that now thinks that it's all powerful. And as a matter of fact, you don't really know what happens tomorrow. We live in the world of uncertainty, right? So this day, Well, I'm here this moment. Who knows what's going to happen the next moment? We have no idea. So we have to surrender control to that divine flow, divine consciousness. Remember, also, it's important to remember that God helps those who help themselves. Just by surrendering, is like, well, it's your job now, God. God is like, I don't think so. So you will have to collaborate with divine consciousness, surrender things. One of the greatest, tales that's for centuries. God, it's a prayer. God, teach me to accept things that I cannot change. Help me to change the things that I can, and help me to know the difference. How do I know what I can change and what cannot change? Whatever you cannot change, surrender and trust that you are a co-creator. This is the world where you co-create reality. And that's where you will feel so much freer, because now the universe begins to work for you. Now you don't have to do everything alone. The universe literally opens doors, opportunities show up, and you feel like, wow, this is truly a magical ride. And also remember, in the law of oneness, you are a child of God. You are a child of the divine. So think about it. As a child, you have access to all the good, all the blessings of this world, of this entire universe. They're yours. You are a child of the divine, one with God. That's such a transformational understanding. You're not missing anything. You already have it all. Why? Because you are one with God. You are the child of the Creator. So, no struggle. Trust and work with the universe. Number two, when it comes to creating prosperity, as has been my experience, when you become focused on service. Service means making lives, taking that responsibility for well-being of other people, just knowing that you have something that the world needs. Okay? It could be your ability to communicate. It could be your ability to nurture. It could be your ability to lead. Like there is something in you that the world needs. And when you think sort of like selfishly, I just want to make some money, so I'll make me comfortable. That's good. That's good. But that's the next level, right? We're talking about spiritual laws. The next level is for you to understand that the well-being of others is your own well-being. That's how it is. And when you think about ways to make this world a better place, then you engage in the right way, then you turn on the law of divine compensation. Now, God, the universe, is going to provide you all the tools that you need, including the money that you think you're missing, including the resources and the right people to put them on the right path for you when you think about service. I have a close friend who is creating some kind of products and computer programs and to serve, to just, to have a business. And he's so serious about it. He wants to, make these products used everywhere around the world. But what's really not there is that service element. And he's struggling, he has a lot of frustration about things not being, going as fast as he wanted. Well, there is an element of service, which means how these products are going to change lives of other people. Become really clear on that. Visualize how whatever you want, your gifts are making people's life better. By just having this vision, you are creating this powerful energy that triggers the law of divine compensation. It really works. Service to others, universe compensates you. Okay, this is God's job. And if you're helping God to sort of relieve God of that, a sort of job, then everything you need will be provided for you. And finally, what I wanted to share with you when it comes to spiritual laws of prosperity, a lot of the times when you're asking for money or some resources, the answers will come to you in the form of creative ideas. Creative ideas, that's where you really want to be. You want to be in the space where you have access to these creative ideas. These creative ideas will become the currency. They will be giving you opportunities to create the prosperity that you want. God talks ideas. When you can realize these ideas, prosperity just flows to you. Be in a state of creative, sort of space. You can go out in nature. It really helps me. Meditation, walks, when I walk with my dog. Like, I have so many creative ideas. I'm so grateful because I'm always in this kind of like state of receptivity, and I receive these ideas constantly. There's no shortage of ideas, which means there's no shortage of prosperity for you. You can create the life that you truly want. It's absolutely possible. Now, let me know in the comments below how you are creating your prosperity and how these spiritual principles are going to help you to achieve the results, the prosperous life that you truly desire. Lots of love. I'll chat with you soon.